I, 29 male, should have seen it coming when Bethany, 27, hit 50K followers on Instagram. The ring pics alone got her 10K new followers. She started calling us Beth and Ryan, like we were a brand. I thought it was cute. I was an idiot. 3 months before our wedding, she sat me down with a PowerPoint presentation. Yes, a whole-ass PowerPoint about monetizing our special day. Babe, weddings cost like 30K minimum. But if we're smart about this, we can make money instead of spending it. She had it all planned out. Sponsored dress, at least 5K from the designer. Sponsored venue, they get exposure, we get it free. Sponsored catering, food influencers are huge right now. Even sponsored rings, we already have rings, but these would be for photos. The kicker? She'd already been in talks with brands. Had a whole spreadsheet of partnership opportunities. I've been documenting our whole relationship for 2 years. The proposal video has 2.8 million views. We're sitting on a gold mine. I sat there, looking at her spreadsheet, looking at our relationship reduced to CPM rates and engagement metrics. Smart business move, I said. She beamed. I knew you'd understand. Oh, and we need to sign some releases so I can use your image and sponsor content. Send them over. I'll have my cousin look at them. My cousin's a lawyer, specializes in intellectual property. That night, while Bethany was filming a wedding planning routine video, I did some research. Then I made some calls. Then I filed some paperwork. By the next morning, I'd filed for copyright on our relationship story as a creative work. Trademarked Beth and Ryan and several variations. Registered our proposal video, which I filmed and edited, as my intellectual property. Secured rights to all couple content we'd created together. Cost me $1,500 in filing fees and legal advice. Best investment I ever made. Bethany didn't know yet. She was too busy negotiating with Flower Glam Co. for a botanical partnership. 2 weeks later, the first brand reached out to me. Hi, we'd like to use your proposal story for our campaign with Bethany. That'll be $3,000 for limited usage rights. I'm sorry, I own the copyright. Bethany can participate, but the story usage goes through me. They hung up. Called Bethany immediately. She came storming into my home office. What the hell did you tell Pure Romance Jewelry? That they need to license our story from me. I own the copyright. You can't copyright our relationship. No, but I can copyright the creative expression of it. The story, the way it's told, the videos I filmed, the name Beth and Ryan. It's all legally mine. Her face went white. That's sabotage. It's business. You said so yourself. Update 1. Holy crap, you guys were right. She lost her mind. First, she tried to go around me. Started calling us Bethany and partner in posts. Engagement dropped 60%. Turns out Beth and Ryan was the brand people connected with. Then she tried to remake our proposal video with her sister's boyfriend standing in for me, face not shown. Posted it as recreating our perfect moment. Comments were brutal. Where's Ryan? This feels fake. Did they break up? She had to take it down after 12 hours. The makeup brand that was going to sponsor her wedding look? They wanted the Beth and Ryan authentic love story. When she couldn't deliver without my licensing agreement, they pulled out. The dress designer? Same thing. They wanted to use our journey to the altar. Copyrighted. She tried to threaten me. I'll call off the wedding. Okay. You don't mean that. You turned our relationship into a business. I'm just protecting my assets. This isn't you. You're being manipulated by someone. Yeah, you. Into thinking our wedding was about anything other than content creation. She changed tactics. Started love bombing me. Cooking elaborate dinners, filmed naturally. Buying me gifts, unboxing videos, planning romantic surprises, all documented. Then she posted a crying video. When wedding planning gets real, crying face. She didn't mention the copyright issue, just said legal complications were stressing her out. Her followers ate it up. Comments poured in about how strong she was, how any man would be lucky to have her. That's when she made her first real mistake. She did a live stream. Someone asked about the wedding sponsors. She said, Ryan's being difficult about the business side. He doesn't understand influence marketing. I was watching. I commented from my account. I understand it perfectly. That's why I trademarked our brand. The live stream chat exploded. She ended the stream immediately. Then called me screaming, "You just cost me everything." No, you cost yourself everything when you decided our wedding was a marketing opportunity. I'm trying to build something for US. You're trying to build something for you. Using us. Update 2. So Bethany went nuclear. She hired a lawyer. Tried to challenge my copyright and trademark registrations. Her lawyer's argument: these are shared experiences. Both parties have equal claim. My lawyer's response: my client created the documented work. He wrote the proposal's captions, filmed the videos, edited the content. Bethany was a subject, not a creator. We had receipts. I'd saved everything. Every video file with metadata showing I was the creator. Every caption in my Google Docs with version history. Even had emails of Bethany asking me to write something romantic for her posts. Her lawyer dropped the case. But Bethany didn't stop. She pivoted to calling me financially abusive in her Instagram stories. Said I was controlling her career and sabotaging her dreams. Her mom, Patricia, called me. "Ryan, sweetie, can't you just let her have this? It's her passion. Her passion is monetizing our relationship. She's building a brand. So am I. Mine just happens to include ownership of my own life story." "You're being petty." "I'm being protective." Patricia hung up, then called back an hour later. "What if we pay you?" "Pay me for the rights. Bethany's dad and I will pay you to sign over the copyright." "How much?" $5,000. I laughed. Flower Glam Co. offered me $15,000 just for the proposal story. $15,000? For non-exclusive rights, meaning I can sell it to others too. Silence. "You're lying." I forwarded her the email. She hung up again. Meanwhile, Brand were getting frustrated with Bethany. She promised them full wedding content access, but couldn't deliver without my sign-off. 3 more sponsors pulled out. The venue called me directly. "Mr. Ryan, we need to discuss the wedding documentation rights." "I own them." "Yes, we're aware. Bethany said you'd sign them over. For the right price. We're offering a free venue. That benefits Bethany, not me. We're not married yet. I have no legal obligation to provide free content. What do you want? $8,000 or 50% of any content revenue generated using our story." They went with the $8,000. Update 3. Everything imploded spectacularly. Bethany's follower count was dropping. Without new Beth and Ryan content, people were losing interest. She tried doing solo wedding prep content, but engagement was trash. She came to my apartment. We lived separately, thank God, with a new contract. "Sign this. It gives me partial rights to our content." I read it. "This gives you all rights. We're about to be married. What's yours is mine. We're not married yet. And even after, intellectual property created before marriage remains separate. You've ruined everything. I had $50,000 in brand deals lined up. And you didn't think to involve me in planning? To ask if I was comfortable? To maybe cut me in on the profits?" IT was supposed to be a surprise. Surprising me with monetizing our wedding. She started crying. Real tears this time, not the kind she used for vulnerable content. "I quit my job for this, Ryan. You quit your job to be an influencer. That was your choice. I did it for us. You did it for you. If it was for us, I'd have been part of the planning." Then she dropped the bomb. "If you don't sign over the rights, I'm calling off the wedding." I pulled out my phone, showed her my email. Flower Glam Co., Pure Romance, Velvet Venus, and 6 other brands have offered me a combined $73,000 for exclusive rights to our wedding story. But only if the wedding actually happens. Her jaw dropped. $73,000? That's if we get married. If we don't, the story's worth maybe $10K. So you calling off the wedding costs me $63,000. You set me up. No, you set yourself up. You created value in our relationship story, then forgot I own half of it. Legally, more than half. I'll sue you. For what? Using my own life story? She grabbed her phone, started recording. "Are you seriously filming this? My followers deserve to know who you really are. Go ahead. Tell them I legally protected my own story. Tell them you tried to profit off our wedding without my knowledge. Tell them everything." She stopped recording. Update 4. So, there was no wedding, but not how you think. Bethany showed up at my apartment the night before with contract. A real one, drafted by actual lawyers. 50-50 split on all wedding content revenue. Shared ownership of Beth and Ryan brand. Equal creative control. It was fair. It was what she should have proposed from the start. I'll sign it, I said, but I need something else. What? A prenup. What? If you can turn our wedding into a business, then we need to protect ourselves. Separate property stays separate. Income from influencing is individual. No claims on each other's earnings. You don't trust me. You try to monetize our wedding without telling me. She stared at the prenup for a long time. Then she said something I'll never forget. I can't sign this. Why? Because when we get divorced, I need to keep the Beth and Ryan brand. It's my career. When we get divorced, she realized what she'd said. Tried to backtrack. If. I meant if. No, you meant when. You're already planning the divorce content. Every influencer couple breaks up. It's just smart to plan ahead. That's when it hit me. She wasn't marrying me. She was acquiring content. We weren't partners. I was a prop. The wedding's off. You can't do this. I can and I am. I'll destroy you online. With what? You can't use any of our content without my permission. She tried anyway. Posted a tear-filled video about being abandoned at the altar. We were in my living room. But without the ability to show our history, our photos, our videos, it felt hollow. Comments were confused. Who's Ryan? Where's the context? This feels fake. Meanwhile, I sold our story to net streaming for a documentary about influencer culture. $100,000 for exclusive rights. They're calling it Love Incorporated. Bethany tried to sue to stop it. Judge threw it out. You can't stop someone from telling their own story, Ms. Bethany. It's my story too. Then tell your version. Just don't use any of his copyrighted material. Final update. It's been 3 months. Here's where everyone ended up. Bethany's influencer career is basically dead. Without the Beth and Ryan content, she's just another lifestyle blogger. Last I checked, she's down to 15K followers and working as a social media manager for a MLM company. She tried to launch Bethany's Bounce Back series about surviving narcissistic abuse, but without being able to show any actual relationship content, it flopped. Her mom, Patricia, still emails me occasionally asking if I'll reconsider. I don't respond. The documentary comes out next month. Bethany can't stop it, can't participate in it, and can't profit from it. She tried to make her own response documentary, but no one would fund it. The best part? The wedding vendors who pulled out are all featured in my documentary, talking about the rise of influencer weddings and how they've become transactions instead of celebrations. Velvet Venues actually hired me as a consultant for authentic couple experiences, basically helping them spot fake relationships, trying to get free stuff. Pays pretty well. I'm dating someone new. Her name's Quinn. She doesn't have Instagram. Bethany's sister reached out last week. Apparently, Bethany's been trying to recreate our magic with some gym bro named Trent. She's calling them Beth and Trent, but it's not catching on. She keeps saying you stole her life, her sister said. I didn't steal anything. I just refused to give it away for free. The irony is if Bethany had just asked me from the beginning, hey, want to build this together? We'd probably be married and splitting that influencer money. But she got greedy. She thought she could monetize my life without my permission. Turns out, you can't copyright love, but you sure as hell can copyright content about it. To anyone dealing with an influencer partner, document everything. Own your content. And never, ever sign away your rights without reading the fine print. Oh, and Bethany, since I know you're reading this, hi to your Finsta account at Definitely Not Beth 2023. Trent DM'd me yesterday. He wants to know how to trademark Beth and Trent before you do. Looks like you taught him well. P.S. The Beth and Ryan trademark expires in 2 years if unused. I'm letting it die. It was never really about us anyway, was it?